A police officer passing by notices what appears to be a man sitting inside a strange car, parked along the roadside. Concerned that something might be wrong, he approaches the vehicle to check on him. But the closer he gets, the stranger the situation becomes.
I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
When the officer reaches the car, no one is inside, even though he is certain he saw someone moments earlier. But did you see it? As he walks closer, a pale-looking hand appears briefly through the windshield. The officer doesn't notice it and decides to inspect the car again, thinking he may have missed something.
This is some spooky right here. I'm gonna have to call this in the sheriff's department.
Then, without warning, the radio suddenly starts playing by itself. Clearly unsettled, the officer decides he has seen enough and calls the sheriff's department for backup. So, did the officer witness something paranormal? Or was this all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. An electrician named Brandon was hired to finish the electrical wiring in a house after the previous electrician suddenly quit for reasons no one could explain. As Brandon begins inspecting the property, he records the work that had already been done.
Okay, coming out to this job, the general contractor had an electrician, but he did quit for some reason. Apparently there was some damage down here. They have all the walls open up for us. There's a lot of knob of tubes, so I don't really know what the other electrician did. Yeah, there's quite a bit still. The bathroom, everything's just hanging out. It looks like he did this bedroom, did a little rewire. There's some damage up in the attic too, so he did some rewiring up there, which is nice. A lot easier for us.
At first, everything seems completely normal. Then Brandon decides to check the basement, and that's when things take a terrifying turn.
They have some bad wiring that we had to take care of. That can't be exposed like that. Let's head downstairs. Okay, there is a lot of water. Should tell the customer about that. Some exposed wire here too. Okay, so let's go take a look at the panel over here. Looks pretty good. Newer panel, okay. They got... What the f*** was that? Dude, hello? Hello? Oh, hell no!
While downstairs, Brandon suddenly hears heavy footsteps moving somewhere above him.
They got... What the f...
He follows the sound, only to watch the basement door close and lock him inside.
Oh, hell no!
After the footage was posted, some viewers immediately wondered if this might explain why the previous electrician abandoned the job. So was it simply a faulty door? Or did Brandon discover the real reason someone else refused to finish the work?
Hello? Oh, hell no!
This next video was recorded inside a clinic, where several nurses believe something unexplained may have been caught on camera. One staff member often films funny moments at work, But there is one clip the employees still can't stop thinking about. On November 14th, 2023, Jenna Disormu began recording after hearing what sounded like a child speaking somewhere inside the clinic. The problem was, no children were there.
I mean, that was clear though. Like, that was super clear.
There it goes again.
Super clear.
There it goes again.
You think it's funny? This is yeah. Stop it. And then the freaking phone rings.
A faint voice can be heard from somewhere in the building. It sounds distinctly childlike, and even stranger, it appears to respond when members of staff ask questions. That alone was enough to unsettle the nurses. But only a few days earlier, another employee had recorded something else inside the clinic.
Do it again. Jesus Christ. Come on. You can do it. Move it. Come on, move it. What the f***? Stop. Stop. Move it, come on. Can you knock it down? You can knock it down, come on. Y'all, come on. Y'all, that box is f***ing moving. I can't even say this right. Come on. Stop. Nope. 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 We're done. We're done.
A box slowly shifts towards the edge before falling, despite no one appearing to touch it. The employees are left confused, and when this footage is considered alongside the child's voice, some of them begin to wonder if something is lingering inside their workplace. Whether the two incidents are connected is impossible to know. But for the staff who experienced them, the clinic no longer feels quite as empty as it once did.
Come on. Stop. Nope. Nope. Nope.
On April 28, 2023, a security guard posted a short clip from an isolated location he had been assigned to watch overnight. Not long after this incident, he reportedly stopped working night shifts. Although it's unclear whether this footage was the only reason, what appeared on the security feed may have played a part.
Bak burada fark ettim. Dışarı çıktım. Baktım kayboldu. Buradan kayboldu. Ondan sonra koşturdum içeri.
The guard first notices something unusual while checking the live CCTV monitor. A strange figure appears to be standing only a short distance from his post. He immediately steps outside to confront whoever is there. But before he can reach them, the figure seems to drift away and vanish completely. No one is found nearby, and there is no clear explanation for what appeared on the camera. During a motorcycle trip, Kenneth Statkin and his friend Justin stop in Austin, Pennsylvania, where they decide to look around the abandoned Bayless paper mill. The place has a tragic past. More than a century ago, the nearby dam failed, and floodwater tore through the mill, killing 78 people. Kenneth and Justin weren't there to film a paranormal investigation. They were simply passing through and got curious. But before they entered the ruins, a local man warned them that the mill had a reputation, claiming the victims still haunt the property and that he had experienced something there himself.
You definitely think that place is haunted?
Oh yeah,
down there?
most definitely. The paper mill's haunted because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there and like something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like he caught it on camera and everything.
The two make their way through the broken remains of the old mill as daylight begins to fade. Eventually, they come across the entrance to the basement and decide to take a look below. But once they are underground, things take a terrifying turn.
And let's go down there and see what's happening.
You want to go down there?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Little did we know the experience we would have would leave chills running down the back of our necks the rest of the night.
Hold on, I want to get that lower, closer down here.
There's a bone on the beaver dam there. Good.
Holy sh**.
See it right there?
What is it?
A bone. Bone.
I don't see it. Oh, it is. What the f... Holy smokes. What was that?
Hello?
Yep, get the f*** out of there! Whoa! Yep, no more of that
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I have no f***ing idea.
From deeper inside the basement, Kenneth and Justin begin hearing strange noises echoing through the ruins. Then, among the sounds, something can be heard that seems almost like a voice.
What was that?
At first, the noises could possibly be dismissed as an animal hiding somewhere in the structure. But the final sound is much harder to explain. It's sharper, louder, and almost comes across like someone crying out from the dark.
Hello?
Yep, get the f*** out of there!
What makes it even stranger is that the sound seems to come closer instead of moving away. If it was an animal, why would it head toward two people walking through the basement? Kenneth and Justin don't stay to find out. They leave the ruins shaken, and given the history of the Bayless paper mill, some viewers now wonder if they heard something connected to the disaster that happened there over 100 years ago. Whatever it was enough to make both of them turn back.
Yep, get the f*** out of there!
YouTube gamer and explorer Mr. Omega regularly takes on overnight challenges in abandoned locations across New Zealand. For this investigation, he chooses Spooner's Tunnel, an unfinished railway passage carved through the mountain by hand in 1891. Financial problems prevented the line from ever being completed, and the route was later dismantled, earning it the nickname the Railway to Nowhere. Believing the isolated tunnel would make the perfect overnight location, Mr. Omega arrives with his dog, Max, and prepares to spend the night inside.
Okay, here we are here. The only person I have with me is Max. you know, man's best friend and everything. Oh man, look at that. There's a vehicle over there that's burnt out too. Oh man, look at it. Hope it's not a popular spot for people to come up and do gosh knows what. Okay, I'll pull over here. Okay, before we even go into the tunnel, as you can see, it's totally pitch black. It's too dark to go in there without any form or source of light. So that's the next thing we need to get out of the pack. Oh, there's my baby. This is my massive dolphin torch. It's a really good torch, as you can see. It pretty much shone right down to the end of the tunnel there, so this thing will do the trick, I'm sure.
Mr. Omega and Max make their way deep into the tunnel, searching for a suitable place to set up camp.
I managed to secure myself a place to stay for the night, and as you can see out here, it is totally dark now. The sun's gone right down, there's no more light left. If I turn my light off, now this is the freaky thing. When I turn this light off, it is totally pitch black and silent. You ready? Here we go. Wow. That's spoopy, if you ask me. I feel good having the dog here. Where are you, Max? Max! There you are, there he is. I feel better having my dog with me. I mean, obviously, if I didn't have Max, it'd be a little bit creepy. Obviously, I feel like safer with my dog being here. He will always bark if anyone comes uninvited to visit us in the night. So I'll always wake up. I'm a light sleeper as well, so I'm always going to wake up to hearing Max's bark. Don't know, Max, I'm always going to hear what you're going to say.
With no phone signal inside the tunnel, Omega walks back towards the entrance to check his mobile. Once finished, he and Max begin heading into the darkness again. But along the way, they discover something that definitely wasn't there before.
We're going to complete our overnight challenge. Yes we do. Alright, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo! Max! Oh. My gosh damn tripod. I hear some sort of tune now. Max, come here. Come here. No. Oh, shit. Oh. Max. Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the? Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh! Max! Hurry up! Max! Max! Get back on me!
A small toy is sitting directly in the middle of the path, playing a distorted version of Happy Birthday. As Omega examines it, he suddenly turns and spots a man emerging from a narrow opening in the tunnel wall. Terrified, Omega immediately runs. He later says he has no idea why anyone would be hiding inside a freezing, abandoned tunnel at 4 a.m., especially in such a remote area. Even stranger, Max barely reacts to the approaching man. Then there is the toy, apparently placed in their path before the stranger appeared. Whether it was a planned scare or something far harder to explain, Omega had no intention of staying there to find out. In this next video, a child is getting ready to go to school when something very strange happens. It was on a Monday at around 7 a.m. that this happened. He was packing his lunch for school at a time when no one else was awake. It was just him alone downstairs in the kitchen. This is where the mother claims to have heard her son screaming out of his lungs in the most gut-wrenching manner. But there's also something else that's caught that no one in the family could explain. A voice with perfect clarity is heard on camera. The mother's son claims that it came from the kitchen, yet no one had been downstairs during this time. The whole space was empty, apart from her son being there. But as it seems, he wasn't alone. Now this whole incident gets even creepier when listening to the story provided by the mother. According to her, this is what happened after her son came bolting into the bedroom upstairs.
He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?" Where he dropped his noodles, he ran upstairs, came busting in my room, jumping all over my bed, hiding in the corner, screaming and hollering, saying he didn't want to die. Somebody was in the house, telling me to get mine because somebody was in the house. And I'm like, and he finally did get a little bit quiet. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps. So like now at this point, I'm terrified. I throw my robe on. I push him into the room with his brothers.
As she states, the sound of footsteps going up the staircase was heard just moments after her son came running into the room. Everyone else had been inside the room, so she had no clue as to who was on the staircase. But after watching this video, she now knows. Either someone was actually there, or as many believe, something beyond comprehension had paid them a visit. Whatever the case might be, her son's guttural scream will stand out as the most horrifying part about this incident. Jen Barari lives with her wife, Heather, and their 6-year-old daughter, Ray, in a colonial home built during the 1700s in Pennsylvania. Their story may sound familiar because the family's unusual experiences have been featured before. According to Jen, the activity began after renovations disturbed parts of the historic property, and ever since, strange events have continued both day and night.
Can you stop? Out!
Honey, what's going on? Baby, come here. What's up, baby?
I don't know. And my reflection's creeping me out. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You guys saw that, right? I'm not bugging. Like, here's my reflection. There's something. It looks like the old man is coming out, I swear to fucking God. What the f was that?
While researching the home, Jen discovered that as many as 5 people may have died on the property. She initially doubted that anything paranormal was happening, but repeated incidents eventually changed her mind. Now she believes something connected to the home's past may still be present. One evening, while loading her car before a trip, Jen hears a voice that immediately stops her.
The light just went on in there, and also in there. Holy. Did you guys hear that? That was fucking crazy. Oh my God. This is insane. Now I hear that animal again. That's insane. Yo, I swear to God that wasn't me. Can you please do that again? Please. I'm gonna count so you guys know it's not me. Please.
A faint female voice appears to say 2 words, help and leave.
That was fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna count so you guys know it's not me. Please.
But that's not all that had been captured on camera. In the small upper window of the old barn, what appear to be 2 pale hands can be seen pressed near the opening. Jen insists that no one was inside at the time and says she has no explanation for what appeared there. Then, on another night, she hears an unusual sound coming from near her daughter's swing set. Jen walks outside with her phone, but aside from the swings moving, she sees nothing nearby. However, a separate security camera records the encounter, and what it captures will send shivers down your spine.
My body's bugging out, and I literally just got home.
Jen's phone shows an apparently empty garden. But on the night vision footage, a dark-haired female figure seems to be standing directly in front of her, completely unnoticed. Jen may have gone outside expecting to find an empty swing set. Instead, the security camera suggests she may have been standing face to face with whatever has been haunting the property.